Baseball says his cleats must be 51% blue, the Cubs' color, and warned that he could be fined and even disciplined if he does not comply. Zobrist wrote he's wore black cleats for day games at Wrigley for the past 2 years to honor the heroes of the game's past, Ernie Banks and Stan Musial among them. Manager Joe Maddon backed Zobrist and recalled his own little hoodie hoopla when he was managing Tampa Bay, and it took all of a week for Major League Baseball to flip and say Maddon's hoodies were fine. Chicago sports, Matt Davidson plates the go-ahead run on his sixth-inning sac fly as the Sox dropped the Cubs 5-3 at Wrigley Field. Davidson also drilled a solo shot for the Southsiders, who end a 7-game skid. Cubs and Braves play a makeup game at Wrigley this afternoon. Then the teams travel back to Atlanta for a 3-game set. Atlanta, by the way, on top of the NL East, surprisingly, at 24-15. Sox have the day off. Chicago begins a 2-game set with the Pirates interleague style at PNC Park tomorrow. The Bulls find out where they will pick in the 2018 NBA draft tomorrow night. Draft lottery taking place at the Palmer House Hilton. Bears wrapping up 3-day rookie mini camp. Apparently, LeBron had no answers for the Celtics in a 108-83 Boston win over the Cavaliers in the NBA Eastern Conference Finals. The news, a service of LifeLock. In today's connected world, it takes just one weak link, and your personal information can get into the wrong hands. Good thing new LifeLock with Norton now has protection for your identity and devices. Join at lifelock.com. Use promo code RISK for an extra 10% off your first year. 5:07, a check of traffic and weather on the way next on AM 560.
On AM 560, The Answer. Your opinion counts. And we want to know how you feel about the news stories we're talking about each and every day. Make sure to vote in the M13 Graphics Opinion Express poll at 560theanswer.com. Listen for today's poll question at 10:30 a.m., 12:30 p.m., and 3:30 p.m. and hear the results each evening at 5:30. It's the M13 Graphics Opinion Express poll on 560theanswer.com.
Hello, beautiful. I'm Amy Errett, founder of Madison Reed, a hair color company I named after my daughter. One of the things I value most in life is time. Time to spend with my daughter, time to spend with family, and the time I put into my company that's reinventing the way women color their hair. The busiest, most successful women I know use Madison Reed, the amazing hair color hack. In under an hour and for less than $25, Madison Reed delivers gorgeous, shiny, multi-dimensional, healthy-looking hair with an ammonia-free formula. You'll look like you just came from a salon, but the reality is you have more me time to do what you love. Things get busy. Let us take care of you and your hair. Find your perfect shade at madison-reed.com and get 10% off plus free shipping on your first color kit. Use code TOP. That's code TOP. Try it. Love it. That's the beauty of Madison Reed.
Napa know-how.
Hear that screeching sound from your car? It's your brakes yelling, "Change me." So head to any Napa Auto Care Center and we'll replace them for you. Or go to any Napa Auto Parts store and do it yourself. Either way, you'll get a $50 prepaid Visa card by mail on qualifying purchases over $250. Quality parts, helpful people. That's Napa know-how.
Napa know-how.
At participating Napa Auto Parts stores. Offer expires 5/31/18.
Save more with Liberty Mutual Insurance.
Hey, Todd, Liberty Mutual just saved me $782.
Liberty did what?
Yeah, it's a lot of money.
Maybe I should switch to Liberty Mutual.
Visit us online to... Hey, stop echoing.
Sorry.
Visit us online to get a quote, and you could save $782. Liberty Mutual Insurance. Based on a recent countrywide new customer survey, coverage is underwritten by Liberty Mutual Insurance Company, Equal Housing Insurer.
Presentation is everything. If you don't have a great way to convey your message to clients, you may have lost half the battle. You need the right system and equipment for your conference and training rooms. Before you get overwhelmed and freak out over the latest technology, Consult with Fathom Media. Fathom Media is a systems design specialist that will help bring your conference or boardroom into the 21st century and deliver presentations that cut through. From pre-design all the way through training you how to use and maintain your new system and equipment, Fathom Media is committed to your success, and it's more affordable than you may think. Communicating to clients, employees, and even customers doesn't have to be complicated. From business applications to churches and schools, Fathom Media will deliver your message using the latest and most effective technology for audio, video conferencing, interactive video walls, smartboards, kiosks, digital signage, and more. Choose Fathom Media. For a free design technology consultation, go to fathommedia.com. Fathommedia.com.
5:11 on AM 560. It's time for a dry basement and a healthy home. It's time to call Permaseal, 800-421-SEAL. And time to check the roads this early morning in the Alarm Detection Systems Traffic Center. Here's Jim Talamonte. Good morning, Jim.
Good Monday morning, Mike. Things are looking great right now on the expressways and tollways, but overnight and weekend closures there were largely gone. Traffic's moving well on the major thoroughfares. Lakeshore Drive has reopened in both directions on the south side. Between 47th and Oakwood had been closed for some pedestrian bridge construction. Starting today in Libertyville, Atkinson will close over the tri-state for bridge work. Have some road work starting up in Naperville on 75th, 59, and Olympus. Traffic is a service of Discover Student Loans, figuring out how to cover college costs. Discover Student Loans is one of the top private student loan lenders in the country. Great rates, zero fees, plus students can earn a cash reward for their good grades. Visit discoverstudentloans.com to apply today. Limitations apply. Traffic answers when you need them most. I'm Jim Talamonte on AM 560, The Answer.
Chicago's Morning Answer continues next. Your official Chicagoland weather forecast comes from the 1-hour heating and air conditioning weather center with meteorologist Kevin Snyder.
A morning shower or thunderstorm around, otherwise warm today with clouds and sun. Then a severe thunderstorm late in the afternoon, which could bring flooding downpours, large hail, and damaging wind gusts. High today 78. I'm Kevin Snyder on AM 560, The Answer.
Currently 54 at O'Hare, 57 Midway. Your next news update is at 5:30. Chicago's Morning Answer with Dan and Amy starts now on AM 560, The Answer.
Build business with Chamber 630, one of the largest business organizations in DuPage County. Marketing your business and connecting clients is their priority. Visit chamber630.com or call 630-968-4050 to join today.
This is Chicago's Morning Answer with Dan Proft and Amy Jacobson on AM 560, The Answer.
Good morning, Dan and Amy. And how did Peyton and Eli enjoy the Mother's Day you had planned for them?
They didn't really enjoy it. I took him to see Jesus Christ Superstar on Saturday.
Yeah. Little cultural excursion for the kids.
Ask how long we lasted. How many songs into it did we stay?
Who was the impetus for leaving?
Well,
they dragged you out or you dragged them out?
I dragged them out. And then we took this nice picture. We were going to tweet it and, hashtag Lyric Opera House and hashtag Dan Prof. Thanks for the tickets. And it never happened.
So what happened? Why didn't you stay for the show?
Well, we stayed until, as they put it, halftime, which
intermission, but okay, sure.
My son, he's got tinnitus, and it was really loud for him, and he was sitting there. I thought blood was coming from his ears because we sat pretty close to the stage, and he's like, "Are they ever going to stop singing, Mom? Please make them stop singing."
It is a musical.
And I said, "It is a musical," and because I took him to Les Mis, and they said the same thing. Are they going to ever stop singing? No, it's a musical. So they're like, "Mom, you should have known better. We don't like musicals." But Jesus Christ Superstar, they don't ever stop singing.
Well, first of all,
I mean, other musicals that I've been in, there's dialogue, and then you break out in a song. When you're happy or you're sad. But in this case, they just
surprise twist in Jesus Christ Superstar for those who haven't seen it. The singing.
I know how it ends. So it was okay. I
Right.
let them know.
Yeah.
But they didn't understand what was going on, and they were in pain.
Well, I mean, that's part of childhood.
I know.
This is not about what you like. This is
I
about what
know.
you're going to learn. It's an acquired taste for
Yes.
some,
Yes.
but it's a taste that needs to be acquired nonetheless.
But I like my Jesus, baby Jesus, 8 pounds, 7 ounces.
Sure.
I don't
So-
like my rock star Jesus.
So then you went you took them to Talladega Nights afterwards.
Exactly.
So more
They
their
liked
speed.
that.
Yeah. Got it.
But thank you for the tickets. I mean,
No, my pleasure. Nothing like spreading an appreciation for the finer things. Obviously, very effectively. So what
then
else?
yesterday was
chocolates, homemade cards,
Nothing.
breakfast in bed.
Nothing.
I mean, for them.
Nothing. Oh yeah, I bought them Starbucks yesterday because they wanted bacon Gouda sandwich. So I went to Starbucks and got them bacon Gouda, and that was pretty much it. And I did 4 loads of laundry and I didn't make dinner. I had them fend for themselves, and I went to bed.
All right. Well, I'll see if you can top that Mother's Day, ladies. 312-642-5600, turnkey.pro answer line. 64636DA, turnkey.pro text line. Don't be too jealous that this one's got Peyton and Eli.
I mean, I am. And yesterday, like, what day is it today? Sunday. It's Mother's Day. Oh yeah, yeah. Happy Mother's Day. Didn't we celebrate yesterday? We took us to that thing.
They'll look back on this fondly and understand just how wrong they were, the opportunities they missed.
They don't want any more free stuff from you.
Right. Yes.
Like, of course, Dan did this. This is where Dan goes. I said, yes, this is high society.
You can have my Sox tickets too, as a make good. I gave a friend
yeah.
Sox tickets, took their kids. This was on Sunday's, last Sunday's game.
Oh, okay.
Last
Yeah.
Sunday against the Twins at home. And
did they break out in song?
sent me a picture. I think they were they may have been the only people at Comiskey on that Sunday. I don't even think this was planned as part of the Sunday fan activities.
Yeah.
But then he sent me a video, and they're running on the field. They just
What?
said, "Oh, hey, you." I mean, there's
Hey, you 10 people there.
Yeah, you wanna
Come
run
on,
on the
run
field?
the bases.
Sure.
Did they run the bases?
No, they just kind of ran around behind home plate and stuff. I think the one kid pitched the 9th. I'm not sure.
And the other one, impromptu bat boy, right? I mean,
sure.
They love that gift.
Well, there's a way to have a worse Mother's Day, and that's to be part of King Cole Tom Steyer's family. Tom Steyer is this billionaire fossil fuel magnate turned environmental activist.
Who has all these commercials about Trump?
Yeah.
And we're headed for nuclear war.
Exactly. He wants to run for president in 20, and gosh, I hope he does. I really hope he does, because there's nothing like seeing a ruling class billionaire humbled. This is his Mother's Day ad from his organization called Next Gen America.
I started noticing some issues with him maybe in middle school. The stealing started out small, a few dollars here and there. Not from me, oddly enough, but from less fortunate kids. He was never afraid to talk with girls. But things never really worked out for some reason. I worried when he went to college. But he came home often. I guess he never really learned to do his own laundry. It wasn't until I met his college buddies that I realized it might be too late. Only a mother can catch the signs early. This Mother's Day, talk to your child about the GOP. I wish I had.
What?
Stealing from the less fortunate kids, can't do his own laundries, gay, etc. Talk to your kids about the GOP. There's Tom Steyer's Mother's Day message for you moms out there.
I think I'll take Jesus Christ Superstar.
I'll tell you what, he's a good example of, I may have some qualms about Trump, but I definitely don't want to be on that guy's side.
No.
Connect with Dan and Amy on the AM 560 The Answer mobile app. Just text the word app to 64636 to download the app today.
Forecast for today, rain possibly a thunderstorm this morning. I just saw some lightning out in the northwest suburbs. A high of 78 degrees. We can't rule out a severe afternoon thunderstorm. And then tonight, a few more thunderstorms, a low of 60. And tomorrow, mainly cloudy, not as warm with a shower or thunderstorm, a high of 70. Let's get into the Alarm Detection Systems Traffic Center. Here is Jim Telemonte.
Good morning, Amy. Good morning, Dan. I-80 westbound. Seeing delays Central Avenue to 183rd Street. Got a crash there. 2 right lanes are blocked. The other expressways and tollways still look pretty good. Bishopport inbound. A little slow now. Cottage Grove into the merge, but that's just about a 2-minute delay. South side, Lakeshore Drive has reopened. 47th and Oakwood. There was a weekend closure for the construction of a pedestrian bridge. Other expressways and tollways look good right now. Not seeing too many flight delays or cancellations yet, but those storms in the area, keeping an eye on that. I'm Jim Talamonte in the Alarm Detection Systems Traffic Center.
Your business is moving fast. It has to. Competition is stronger than ever. You've got a lot to deal with to keep your business moving forward. But there are some things you should delegate to others. It's the only way to concentrate on what you do best and for your business to thrive. What Turnkey IT does best is take care of every aspect of your computer and IT systems. When you go all in, they become a partner in your business's success. Your staff doesn't have time or the resources to keep up on the latest computer and software upgrades, potential threats, or know when it's time to upgrade equipment. That's what Turnkey IT's all-in small business package is for. You get world-class help desk, on-site and remote support, monitoring of network resources, 365 hosting, cloud backup, antivirus, and more. Plus, new hardware every 4 years. Whether your business is 1 person or 200, keep it moving in the fast lane. Go all in with Turnkey IT by your side.
Leave the technical stuff to the pros so you can focus on the important things. Visit turnkey.pro today.
Selling your home, get ready with Mike McKetty. 708-945-2121. 708-945-2121.
Ready to sell your real estate? Call me, Mike McKetty, at Century 21 Affiliated. With over $1 billion in closed sales since 1999, I have a proven marketing plan that works. Clients like my straightforward, no-nonsense approach in positioning properties to sell. I offer accurate evaluations, saving you time, money, and unnecessary stress. Together, with my skilled team of associates and over 25 local Chicagoland offices, we help guide you through the process and get you sold. Call today, 708-945-2121. I look forward to earning your business and selling your home.
Selling your home, get ready with Mike McKetty. 708-945-2121. 708-945-2121.
What I suffer from is anxiety, along with depression. But I feel the anxiety triggers depression more times than not. My first experience with HPR was my initial interview. It was welcoming. It felt very good. I saw results pretty much immediately. Even after my first treatment, I felt different than when I came in. I think HPR could work for pretty much anyone. I think that what HPR has done for me was awaken a part of my brain that either stopped working or never worked. I think everybody can benefit from HPR. I'm Alex, and HPR Treatments has helped save my life.
HPR centers in Chicagoland and Milwaukee offer TMS therapy. In just a few weeks, you can change your life, and it's FDA cleared. It's covered by most insurance, including Blue Cross, Blue Shield, and Medicare. Cure or remission. Get a free consultation. 800-604-0208. 800-604-0208. HPR Centers. Go to endmydepression.com.
Hi, I'm Todd Pals, owner of Homewood Bat Company, a top quality baseball bat made right here in the Chicagoland area. Homewood Bat Company is all about using the best in materials and craftsmanship to create a truly remarkable baseball bat. I've been a client of Precision Payroll for a number of years, and when I started the Homewood Bat Company, I wanted them on my team. From working with me when I had 1,200 employees at another company, and now with less than 50, their service has been exceptional and their value is unrivaled. You want more runs in the game? Give Homewood Bat Company a look. You need a home run for your business? Precision Payroll should be the next call you make.
Thank you, Todd. It is so cool to see you make Americana. Precision Payroll would like to go to bat for you. Call me at 630-242-1507. That's 630-242-1507. Or on the web at precisionpayroll.com.
Dan Proft here with Ryan Kelly. He's the home loan expert, homeloanexpert.com. And Ryan, we know your business is getting people homes, refis, but what do you do when you're not doing that?
I guess that answer depends on if my wife is listening.
Yeah, right. There you go.
And I mean that in a way that, as a business owner, I struggle. I walk a fine line between running my business and working hard for my clients to get them great mortgages and spending enough time with the family, And as my wife and I have been married 10 years, we have 3 kids. And as you know, it takes a lot of time to be around the kids and do everything to be a good father and a good husband. So when I'm not at the office working on mortgages, I'm just like everybody else. I like to go to sporting events. I like to have people over for barbecues and really big into giving back. Giving back means a ton to me, my family, and the company. Refinancing or buying a house, don't get abused by those other lenders. Apply online today at thehomeloanexpert.com. Thanks, Dan. The Home Loan Expert, LLC.
AM 560, The Answer.
What's the buzz? Tell me what's happening. What's the buzz?
Oh my God.
Since you weren't able to stay for the show, Dan and Amy, we heard from an idiot billionaire, Tom Steyer. How about some wisdom from a non-idiot billionaire?
Okay.
All right.
Sure.
His name's Ken Langone, and you may know him from such companies as Home Depot, the one he founded. He has written an autobiography entitled "I Love Capitalism."
I love wood. I love lamp.
Well,
I sell them all.
This is timely.
Yes,
yeah,
I'm sure.
This is timely given
what Hillary Clinton said recently.
Well, that and just the disposition of one half of the electorate. He suggests that where would we be if people didn't share their wealth? I got 38 kids on Bucknell scholarships. They're all colors of the rainbow. Some are poor kids, rough around the edges. It's capitalism. Langone recalls that 400,000 people who work at Home Depot. We've never once paid anybody minimum wage. 3,000 employees came to work for us fresh out of high school, didn't go to college, pushing carts in the parking lot. All 3,000 are multimillionaires today. Salary, stock, and a stock savings plan.
Good.
Langone grew up in Long Island, blue-collar family, dad a plumber. Mom worked in the school cafeteria, lived paycheck to paycheck. He, and this is, I'll tell you what, to make good for the Jesus Christ Superstar tickets for Peyton and Eli, I'll get him a copy of I Love Capitalism by Ken Langone. And maybe a scholarship to Bucknell if they play their cards right.
That would be great.
Langone said, I love making money. Wasn't a good student. Got his first job at 11, worked 2 at a time, paper boy, butcher shop boy, caddy, lawn work, grocery clerk. I wanted to be rich, said Langone. He went to work on Wall Street, got a business degree from what's now called the Langone program at NYU. By the spring of 1965, he was not yet 30. He was making $100,000 a year in commissions alone. It's a lot of money in 1965.
Yeah, that is.
A lot of money today. His first IPO, he nailed on Ross Perot and EDS. He was Perot's banker. And interestingly, Perot decided not to invest in his idea to start Home Depot. So Ross Perot doesn't know everything either. I'd say that's missed. But he has some lessons about life from his 82 years on this planet and the success he's enjoyed. Take your religious faith seriously. He said his Catholicism gives him safe harbor in storms and left him sensitive to the plight and needs of others. Marry for the long run. He and his wife have been married 63 years. Teach values by living them.
That's awesome.
Pray at the feet of hard work. Money solves the problems money can solve. Don't ask more of it, and don't be ashamed of wanting it. Money doesn't. A kid once said, "Money doesn't buy everything." I said, "Well, kid, I was poor, and I can tell you right now, poverty doesn't do a very good job either." Stay excited. Don't be sated. Admit the reality around you, then try and change it. And he warns, when you're successful, you'll put noses out of joint, even among colleagues who benefit from your work. Be careful about jealousy, but in the end, roll with it. It's human nature. When you piss off the old guard, become the old guard and help the clever rise. So it's just some observations and lessons from Ken Langone, but all at the base of it, the kind of the fundamentals of what built this country by men and women like Ken Langone. And this example seems to be generally lost outside of, thankfully, Peggy Noonan sitting down with Ken Langone and penning this piece in the Wall Street Journal, something that more people need exposure to.
Coming up on Chicago's Morning Answer.
That threat of Islamofascism in the form of ISIS and other Islamic terrorist organizations, not by the boards, will give you the details on what happened in both France and Indonesia.
And a former Chicago police officer who leaked information to her gang-banging boyfriend has a new job. But first, into the newsroom we go. Here's Mike Scott.
54 degrees this morning at 5:30. Members of the U.S. delegation in Israel for the opening of the embassy in Jerusalem. Ivanka Trump, along with husband Jared Kushner and Treasury Secretary Steve Mnuchin, are attending the ceremony.
The United States has no greater partner than Israel.
Steve Mnuchin at that ceremony as the president officially recognizes Jerusalem as the capital of Israel, and in fact did so by proclamation last December. At least 22 Palestinian protesters have been injured while protesting at the border fence with Israel. Gunfire and tear gas have been used by Israeli security. Palestinians are protesting the opening of that embassy. President Trump thankful that North Korea has announced it will dismantle its nuclear test site by the end of the month. Fox News Sunday, Secretary of State Mike Pompeo.
This is one step along the way. I had a good set of meetings this past week aimed at heading in exactly this direction.
North Korea state media announcing a dismantlement ceremony covered by Western media, scheduled for May 23rd. Iraqi Prime Minister Haider al-Abadi's ruling coalition looks to be falling behind as votes are counting in the nation's first parliamentary election since ISIS was driven out of most areas of that country. Former chief of the NYPD is warning more women may come forward with allegations of abuse against former state attorney general Eric Schneiderman. Scientists are warning that an explosive volcanic eruption on Hawaii's Big Island could be imminent following another fissure opening. The fissure was the 18th crack to open and spew lava since the eruption of the Kilauea volcano more than 1 week ago. Family and friends are mourning after the loss of a Navy sailor from Plainfield, found over the weekend dead in Washington State. Jeremiah Adams was discovered Saturday night at the bottom of a ravine in the Olympic National Forest. The Oswego East High School grad had been missing for over a week. Governor Rauner pushing for a new anti-corruption law in Springfield, but lawmakers actually say it may be too late. Governor announced Friday a plan to increase penalties for bribing a state lawmaker or public official or using elected office for gain. But the legislation is new, and the deadline for lawmakers to hear new plans passed late last month, they say. Matt Davidson plates the go-ahead run on a sixth-inning sac fly. White Sox beat the Cubs 5-3 at Wrigley Field. Cubs play the Braves in a makeup game at Wrigley this afternoon, while the White Sox have the day off. The news is a service of LifeLock. In today's connected world, it takes just 1 weak link, and your personal information can get into the wrong hands. Good thing new LifeLock with Norton now has protection for your identity and devices. Join at lifelock.com, promo code RISK, for an extra 10% off your first year. 5:34 and a check of traffic and weather on the way next on AM 560.
Mike Gallagher thinks the Democrats are scrambling.
This is so crazy. The left is in such a frenzy. The DNC lawsuit suing WikiLeaks and the Trump campaign. Oh, yeah, Russia. Sue Russia, because that'll work. It's nuts. We are in Crazyville.
The Mike Gallagher Show. Weekdays at 9, right before Dennis Prager at 11 on AM 560. The Answer.
Get your truly free credit score and free credit monitoring from Credit Karma. Download the Credit Karma app today. Credit Karma. Get knowing.
Do you want your basement to be dry most of the time? If so, Permaseal is not the company for you. At Permaseal, we believe your basement should be dry all the time, no matter how hard it rains. Hi, I'm Roy Spencer, president of Permaseal. I hear story after story of homeowners who say their basement only leaks when it rains. Well, you don't worry about your living room or bedroom getting wet when it rains, and you should feel the same way about your basement. Just call 800-421-SEAL. We offer a free estimate, no haggle pricing, and a price assurance guarantee, so you can rest assured that you're getting the best value. Your basement is already dry most of the time, but if you want your basement dry all the time, you know who to call. 800-421-SEAL. Permaseal has earned an A+ rating from the BBB and has received their 2016 Torch Award for Marketplace Ethics. That's 800-421-SEAL or visit permaseal.net.
Your best for being better, Permaseal.
5:36 and a check of the morning roads in the Alarm Detection Systems Traffic Center. Here's Jim.
Thanks, Mike. I-80, we're seeing delays on the westbound side. It is stop and go from I-57 to 183rd. The crash blocking the two right lanes. Eden's looking good. Inbound Kennedy, a little bit tight. Austin to Central. 21 minutes. O'Hare to downtown. Outbound 20. About Eisenhower, got a 2-minute delay. 17th Avenue to Des Plaines Avenue. Outbound it's 5. Inbound Stevenson, slow. Harlem to Pulaski and Ashland to the Ryan. 42 minutes. 3:55 to Lakeshore Drive. On Ryan, delays start around Cermak, 20 minutes, 95th to downtown. I-57 still okay. Bishop Ford, it's about a 5-minute delay from 115th to the merge. Tollways are looking good. Traffic service of Discover Student Loans. Figuring out how to cover college costs. Discover Student Loans, one of the top private student loan lenders in the country. Great rates, 0 fees. While students can earn a cash reward for their good grades. Visit discoverstudentloans.com to apply today. Limitations apply. Traffic answers when you need them most. I'm Jim Talamonte, AM 560, The Answer.
Chicago's Morning Answer continues next. Your official Chicagoland weather forecast from the 1-hour Heating and Air Conditioning Weather Center. Severe storms could hit the area this morning to the north and to central Illinois. There are possibilities of severe storms, quarter-sized hail, and heavy winds. Warmer conditions for the afternoon and a chance that some of those storms could redevelop. And into the evening as well. High of 78 this afternoon, a low of 60 overnight. Currently 54. Next news at 6. Chicago's Morning Answer with Dan and Amy continues next on AM 560, The Answer.
This hourly segment is brought to you by Advanced Planning Advisors, bringing you Smart Money Talk with Mike Moylan and Rob Curvin, Saturday mornings at 6.
You want more than just the headlines? Find out what's going on and what it means with me, Dennis Prager, this morning at 11, right here on AM 560, The Answer.
Good morning, Dan and Amy, and to report on some unhappy news, the Mother's Day weekend in both Paris as well as Indonesia, you had radical Islamic terrorist attacks. So this is sort of receded from the news, focused on the geopolitics of a nuclear North Korea and a nuclear Iran, and obviously Russia in conjunction with the collusion investigation. But, oh, by the way, the threat posed by radical Islamic terrorist groups like ISIS is still very real. Their ability to inspire, radicalize people to commit atrocities is still very real. A Chechenian-born French citizen who was on the radar of law enforcement. There's a story we hear a lot in these incidents. 20-year-olds from Chechnya opened knife on people in central Paris.
District,
yeah. 1 dead, 4 wounded. And
he was shot by police. But ISIS quickly took responsibility for it. And there's been 230 deaths, on the hands of ISIS members since 2015. So you kind of forget that they're a threat, that they're out there. But they, apparently he let himself be known this weekend.
Allahu Akbar, he shouted as he stabbed several bystanders near Paris's main opera house. So that takes a lot of the guesswork out of it, in addition to, as you said, ISIS claiming credit. And then also in Indonesia.
Yeah, what happened there?
This is a family affair. At least 11 people murdered, another 40 injured when a mother and her two daughters, aged 12 and 9, blew themselves up separately, simultaneously, in 3 separate churches in Surabaya. The purpose was to kill as many Christians as possible. A 12-year-old and 2 girls, 12 and 9, in addition to the mom. Apparently they had recently returned from Syria, and of course this is linked to ISIS as well. So, just some context here about the threats that are still real, domestic and international, with radical Islamic terror, and frankly, the incubators of it, places that are failed states now like Syria.
You're listening to Chicago's Morning Answer with Dan Proft and Amy Jacobson on AM 560. The Answer.
Coming up, the temporary Israeli embassy is about to open in just a few hours, and already there's some wild, crazy protests going on. We'll tell you about it. But first, here is your forecast for today. A severe thunderstorm this morning, and a severe thunderstorm again later this afternoon, bringing with it some high winds, a high of 78 degrees. Tonight, we're going to have a few thunderstorms, some severe, low of 60. And for tomorrow, it's going to be cloudy most of the time, not as warm, but looky. There's a chance of a shower or thunderstorm, a high of 70 degrees. We won't dry out here until Thursday. Let's get into the Alarm Protection Systems Traffic Center. Here is Jim Telemonte.
Thanks, Amy. Thanks, Dan. And those storms are affecting areas like Rockford to the northwest and other parts throughout the region. Right now, the Kennedy Expressway has inbound delays from 190 to Lawrence, heavier than it would normally be at this hour. It's already 25 minutes, so O'Hare to downtown. Outbound 22, westbound 190 has, for now, mild delays from the Kennedy to the Tri-State. The Edens looks good. Eisenhower inbound, 32 minutes, 390 to downtown. Outbound 5 to 29. Mount Stevenson delays start around Harlem, 42 minutes, 355 to Lakeshore Drive. Ryan, 22 minutes, 95 to downtown. Bishopport, 20 minits, 8094 to the merge. Tulare K, westbound I-80 is heavy, I-57 to 183rd, where there's a crash, the 2 right lanes. I'm Jim Talamonte in the Alarm Detection Systems Traffic Center.
Now, a lot of people want me to stop with these annoying commercials. I'll make a deal with you. I'll stop with the annoying commercials if you stop with the horrible snoring. Listen, people, don't blame me for your problems, all right? You see the hypocrisy? You're sitting there in the car, you have the luxury of turning down the dial. What about the person sleeping next to you? They can't turn down your mouth or your horrible snoring noise. Go to Zyppah.com. That's ZYPPAH.com. Get this fixed.
Here's the cold, hard truth about hard water in our homes. Nearly 90% of America is affected by it. Hard water contains harsh minerals that can dry out skin and hair. Hard water can raise our electricity bill by up to 48%. It even creates buildup in pipes that can lead to pathogenic bacteria growth. Stressed out yet? Don't be. Salt-based water softeners can solve all your hard water issues. Get the full scoop at alittlesalt.org.
This is Dan Proft with 60 Seconds of Sanity for Upstream-Ideas.com. G.K. Chesterton observed that men do not differ much about what things they will call evils. They differ enormously about what evils they will call excusable. In D.C., what is excused depends on who is committing the evil. The standard of acceptable personal conduct is inversely proportional to one's partisan value. Ted Kennedy was indispensable, whereas Al Franken was expendable. 2 different eras, yes, but consider, if Ruth Bader Ginsburg drowned a woman, do you think the left would demand her resignation and give Trump another SCOTUS nomination? The use of political capital to quantify character lays bare the hypocrisy of ruling elites, but worse, it results in the steady degradation of the rule of law by raising our tolerance level for the excesses of said ruling class. 30 years ago, Gary Hart's POTUS ambitions were felled by an affair, and Douglas Ginsburg's Supreme Court nomination derailed by a history of marijuana usage. Both would be treated as veritable Quakers by today's standards. Senator X or Governor Y is to be exempted from the laws we must follow, much less any code of common decency we may conceive. He's too important to this or that movement. Excusing evils to advance political ends steadily supplants the rule of law with the rule of men, and the rule of men with no character at that.
Hello, beautiful. I'm Amy Errett, founder of Madison Reed, a hair color company I named after my daughter. One of the things I value most in life is time. Time to spend with my daughter, time to spend with family, and the time I put into my company that's reinventing the way women color their hair. The busiest, most successful women I know use Madison Reed, the amazing hair color hack. In under an hour and for less than $25, Madison Reed delivers gorgeous, shiny, multi-dimensional, healthy-looking hair with an ammonia-free formula. You'll look like you just came from a salon, but the reality is you have more me time to do what you love. Things get busy. Let us take care of you and your hair. Find your perfect shade at madison-reed.com and get 10% off plus free shipping on your first color kit. Use code TOP. That's code TOP. Try it. Love it. That's the beauty of Madison Reed.
AM 560, The Answer.
Dan and Amy, some miscellaneous Mother's Day related stories.
You have to bring up Mother's Day.
Well, you're in rarefied space. Declining percentage of the American population are mothers.
Oh.
I mean, it's true. Obviously.
That doesn't mean we shouldn't be recognized.
No.
Payne and Eli.
Yeah, exactly.
Falling asleep at the wheel yesterday.
Women having children later in life. The median is now like the 30 to 34 range.
That's good. That's when I had my kids.
Yeah.
What about you? You're still waiting. You're pushing the median range.
Yeah, I'm trying to pull it up a little bit more. But so women are having fewer children because they're having children later, spending less time, in their lives as moms by definition, and so there's a dramatically smaller percentage of the population that are mothers than 25 years ago. Right. Yeah. So we want to recognize you for, carrying more than your share of the burden.
For squeezing two out the sunroof? All right.
And keeping them alive. Peyton and Eli, have they ever get caught in a claw machine? Too big.
No, but when they were kids, oh gosh, they did everything to try to get into those claw machines. And it's really hard to get in, but yet some kids do. There's some toddler in Palatine that got stuck in the claw machine.
Yeah, 3-year-old stuck in the toy claw machine at a laundromat in Palatine. Had to whistle in the fire department.
See, I'm pulling for any kid that can get in there. And I hope to goodness that the kid got a toy on the way out.
He was trapped, not injured. Firefighters had to kind of strategize about how to extract him. They were just going to break the glass, but they didn't want to risk cutting him.
I saw him. I think they took the top off.
They did a Mission Impossible.
And they climbed. Yeah.
They lowered him down. He was actually the human claw.
Oh, stop it.
And he got the best prize you can get. He got the 3-year-old kid out.
Oh,
he did. They received also retrieved 2 toys, one for the 3-year-old for his efforts.
Oh, does that send a wrong message, though? Can't do it the right way? You cheat and lie?
Call the fire department, yeah.
But I swear that claw has got to be greased. Because have you ever played the claw game?
I'm familiar with it, yeah.
You haven't ever done it? You move the little joystick, and then you press the red button, and it drops down, and then... But I swear it's greased because you rarely win. And you just throw your money away. So I'm pulling for that kid that got in there.
All right. Well, he got in there and he got his toy and he lived to tell about it. So that's the good news. Also, there's this. You're a little bit beyond this stage, I believe. I hope. But as it pertains to changing kids, changing their diapers.
Oh, yeah.
You're beyond that. Okay, good. Well, it could make
mind-numbing.
Could make high school uncomfortable.
Yeah, it could.
A expert was brought on to ABC.
Yeah.
Deanne Carson. She's a sexuality educator, speaker, and author at Body Safety Australia. And she believes that it's important to instill a culture of consent. In children, at the toddler age, at the infant stage. So, for example,
are you kidding me?
For example, you don't just go change your child without his or her consent. You don't just go willy nilly.
Yeah, you do. You just change
He's got a load in his pants. You ask, say, "You good, or do you want that changed?"
We work from children from 3 years old. We work with parents from birth. from birth.
Yeah, yep. Just about how to set up a culture of consent in their homes. So I'm going to change your nappy now. Is that okay? Of course, the baby's not going to respond. Yes, Mum, that's awesome. I'd love to have my nappy changed. But if you leave a space and wait for body language and wait to make eye contact, then you're letting that child know that they're responsible.
If you need consent from your child to change their diaper, it's time that they should have been potty trained. Because if you're having that type of conversation with a kid, that's when you have to show them where the potty is.
Did you
take the diaper off?
Did you wait for the high sign when it came to changing diapers?
Hey, get on this! I gotta go. Come on, Mom.
But I mean,
Change the diaper.
but yeah, or eye contact, some indication that you were granted consent to change Peyton and Eli.
Don't consent. You just take them. That is such a sissy society we're heading toward.
Well, that's, you say sissy, they say empowering children with their rights while educating families and professionals. The burden of responsibility is placed squarely on adults to protect the little ones.
So stupid.
Mm-hmm. All right.
I'm sorry. I mean, you didn't ask for consent from your mom, did you? Do you remember being in diapers? I was in
Vividly.
Cloth diapers. That's how old I am. It's one of the last cloth diaper baby.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I excuse me, what do you think you're doing as a toddler? Oh.
Hey, I need my personal space.
Exactly.
I'm not done yet, and I'm just going to let this simmer. Smell out the house, and then you can change me.
You don't go grabbing me, twisting me around, putting clothes on me.
Throwing me on this plastic thing.
I'll clean up when I'm good and ready to clean up. See, we'd be more empowered as a generation if we listened to cranks like Dan Carson.
If you're talking about it, Dan and Amy are talking about it. It's Chicago's Morning Answer on AM 560. The Answer.
Squirrely is a hard-working squirrel that enjoys life to the fullest, eager to take on new challenges and experiences alongside Starlet, his soulmate and the love of his life. Read Squirrely the Squirrel and Starlet and see the world through the eyes of a newborn squirrel. You'll delight in the antics of Squirrely, Starlet, and their little family. A heartwarming adventure that teaches family values. Beautifully illustrated, a great story-time read. Squirrely the Squirrel and Starlet from Larry Friend. Available now at litfirepublishing.com. You will fall in love with Icy the Iceberg, the new, highly original children's book from Larry Friend. Follow Icy on his incredible journey, beginning his life as a sparkling snowflake and emerging as a beautiful blue floating iceberg. Icy the Iceberg is a joy for parents and kids alike. Experience together the fun creatures Icy encounters along his journey from snowflake to iceberg and back to snowflake. Kids will learn the complexities of the water cycle in a way they'll really enjoy. Icy the Iceberg, available now at litfirepublishing.com.
Text from, who's this from? 414, Amy's between diapering kids and diapering parents. It's just a phase. Oh, yeah. And that's where you're at.
Exactly.
Very good. Upstream-ideas.com, premium content that complements what we do each morning on this show. Long-form interviews are against the current series, My 60 Seconds of Sanity, podcast for Illinois Rising program covering state policy and politics. Our Heart of the Matter series featuring professional women speaking collegially about the important issues of the day and the impacts on family and household budgets. And then don't forget our sister site, defendhomeowners.com. Defendhomeowners.com, where you get a free property tax report on your home, as well as updated 2017 home sales data to give you a sense of how your home is declining under the weight of those property taxes. All the property tax info and home value info, defendhomeowners.com. Everything else at upstream-ideas.com.
Latoria Brothers Construction Company is a proud sponsor of AM 560 and Food for the Poor. Turn to Latoria Brothers Construction Company for all your commercial, industrial, or retail construction needs. New construction, renovations, interior remodeling, facility expansions, and tenant owner build-outs. Latoria Brothers Construction Company has you covered from start to finish. From design concept through construction completion, Latoria Brothers offers a single-source proactive approach. Their family has been providing a high level of excellence in service, reliability and experience since 1948. Latoria Brothers. They'll modify services to accommodate your construction needs no matter what size and scope. Consulting, design, build, construction management, general contracting. Achieve your vision and dream for your facility. Save time and money. Make Latoria Brothers part of your construction team. Quality workmanship on time, on budget. Visit LatoriaConstruction.com or call 630-766-3036. Latoria Brothers, shaking hands, not fists.
Nowadays, there's an app for everything, and here's one that's a must-have if you golf. It's the Bolingbrook Golf Club mobile app, and it'll enhance your golf experience. You can book tee times at Bolingbrook Golf Club. There's an interactive scorecard, golf games, a GPS, latest news from the club, even a food and beverage menu, Facebook sharing, and more. Just about everything you need for your golf game besides the clubs is in the palm of your hand with the new Bolingbrook Golf Club mobile app. Go to BolingbrookGolfClub.com/contact/download our app. BolingbrookGolfClub.com/contact/download our app. And download today.
Have a young golf enthusiast? Keep them busy this summer with the 2018 Rabito Golf Academy Junior Golf Program at Bolingbrook Golf Club. It's a great chance for youngsters to learn golf fundamentals and get warmed up for the golf season by the professional teaching staff at Bolingbrook Golf Club. There are special programs divided into age groups, and sessions are still available but going fast. Get more info at BolingbrookGolfClub.com and click on Driving Range, then Junior Golf.
Are you putting your retirement savings in a 401k, IRA, or investment account? Then I have one word of advice. Stop. Experts warn of a stock market crash any day now, and you could lose 50% or more of your hard-earned savings again. But you don't have to lose a penny. There's a better, safer way to save for retirement, and you can learn about it in a free report. This method continues to grow your money even when the market tumbles. To get this free report, go to bankonyourself.com. That's bankonyourself.com. Bankonyourself.com.
5:57. Let's get a check of the roads in the Alarm Detection Systems Traffic Center. Here is Jim Talamonte.
Thanks, Mike. Traffic's getting heavy around O'Hare now. Eastbound on the Adams Tollway, I-90, it's jammed. From the Tri-State onto the Kennedy, those delays continue to around Lawrence. It's 29 minutes, O'Hare to downtown. Outbound 30, slow Kimball to Sayre, and then stop and go from Cumberland to the airport. It's heavy on westbound 190 from the Kennedy, Tri-State, and beyond. Some congestion, too, in the terminal area. Edens looks good at the moment. Eisenhower inbound delays from Anaheim to Des Plaines Avenue and California to the Circle. 37 minutes, 390 to downtown. Outbound 30, Stevenson. Now looking at a travel time of 46 minutes, 355 to Lakeshore Drive. Ryan, 23 minutes, 95th to downtown. Bishop Ford, 18 minutes, 8094 at the merge. Traffic service of Discover Student Loans, figuring out how to cover college costs. Discover Student Loans is one of the top private student loan lenders in the country with great rates, zero fees. Plus, students can earn a cash reward for their good grades. Visit discoverstudentloans.com to apply today. Limitations apply. Traffic answers when you need them most. I'm Jim Talamonte, AM 560, The Answer.
Jim, thank you. Chicago's Morning Answer continues after a full update from Fox News and your official Chicagoland weather forecast from the 1 Hour Heating and Air Conditioning Weather Center. Here's our meteorologist, Kevin Snyder.
A morning shower or thunderstorm, then clouds and sun, followed by a late afternoon severe thunderstorm, high 78. Couple of evening thunderstorms around, some still severe, otherwise rather cloudy tonight. Periods of late night rain and a thunderstorm follow with a low of 60. I'm Kevin Snyder on AM 560, The Answer.
53 at O'Hare and 50 along Chicago's lakefront. The news is service of Al Pomani Ford. Stop before you buy your new car. You must visit Al Pomani Ford now. Truckloads of new cars and trucks have just arrived, and everything is priced to sell quickly. Al Pomani Ford is at 25th and North Avenue in Melrose Park. 5:59, here are the stories we're following this morning on AM 560, The Answer. A local sailor from Plainfield found dead over the weekend in Washington State. Bail denied for a driver accused of striking and killing a woman last week on Chicago's South Side. No one hurt after IKEA in Bolingbrook caught fire over the weekend. Governor Rauner is pushing for a new anti-corruption law in Springfield, but lawmakers say it may be too late for this spring session. Matt Davidson plates the go-ahead run on a sixth-inning sac fly. White Sox beat the Cubs 5-3 at Wrigley Field. Cubs and Braves play a makeup game at Wrigley this afternoon, while the Sox have the day off. Currently 53 degrees. WIND Chicago News Time, 6 o'clock.
It's opening day in Jerusalem. I'm Dave Anthony, Fox News.
The United States has no greater partner than Israel.
Treasury Secretary Steve Mnuchin will be at the dedication for the new embassy in 2 hours. The U.S. decision to move it from Tel Aviv is under protests. Thousands of Palestinians rushed to the border. Israeli troops opened fire trying to prevent them from crossing over. Gaza's health ministry reports at least 12 protesters were killed.
The embassy is actually going to be relocating to an existing consular building in the Arnona neighborhood of the city. No timeline is in place when a new embassy will actually be built.
Fox's David Lee Miller in Jerusalem, where there was a ceremony last night.
Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu told the crowd President Trump's decision to recognize Jerusalem as Israel's capital and to move the embassy has made the alliance between the U.S. and Israel as strong as ever.
Palestinians called a blow to the peace process. They want East Jerusalem for the capital of their own state and have cut ties to the Trump administration. The president tweeted last night, "We must make changes to our thought process on terror." In reaction to the attack in Paris over the weekend when a man with a knife murdered a person and injured 4 before police killed him. The president also again tweeted about Iran after pulling the U.S. out of the nuclear deal. Fox's Rachel Sutherland live in Washington.
Dave, President Trump writing Iran was behaving badly when the agreement was in place and was trying to take over the Middle East by whatever means necessary. And now that will not happen. White House National Security Advisor John Bolton told CNN State of the Union it's possible companies in Europe could face sanctions.
I think the Europeans will see that it's in their interest ultimately to come along with us.
The leaders of France, Germany, and the UK have said they remain committed to preserving the Iran deal. Dave.
Rachel, a new crack is sending lava flowing from Kilauea in Hawaii, prompting new evacuations and burning down another building. It's nearly 40 destroyed so far on the Big Island, most of them homes. Fox News, fair and balanced.
On AM 560, The Answer, your opinion counts. And we want to know how you feel about the news stories we're talking about each and every day. Make sure to vote in the M13 Graphics Opinion Express poll at 560theanswer.com. Listen for today's poll question at 10:30 a.m., 12:30 p.m., and 3:30 p.m. and hear the results each evening at 5:30. It's the M13 Graphics Opinion Express poll on 560theanswer.com.
All money managers may seem pretty much the same. But while some money managers may recommend high commission investment products, Fisher Investments avoids them. Some money managers may have hidden and layered fees. Fisher Investments never does. And while some money managers are happy to earn commissions from you, whether you do well or not, Fisher Investments fees are structured so we do better when you do better. In other words, we're structured to be on your side. Maybe that's why most of our clients come to us from other money managers. Talk with us and find out why so many experienced investors are switching to and staying with Fisher Investments. Fisher Investments, clearly better money management. Investments in securities involve the risk of loss. Visit us at FisherInvestments.com to find out what we can do for you.
This hourly segment is brought to you by the IRS Radio Hour with attorney Stephen Leahy every Sunday afternoon at 5 on AM 560 The Answer.
This is Chicago's Morning Answer with Dan Proft and Amy Jacobson on AM 560 The Answer.
Good morning, Dan and Amy, and let's do a little state politics roundup here. The state of Governor Rauner, former Governor Rauner, as I call him, Amy, according to what you hear in the grapevine, it may be more real than I even know.
Yeah, I went to an event on Friday with Republican leaders throughout the state, and learned some information, and then I confirmed the information that Governor Rauner, I have been told, is shopping around looking for someone to replace him on the ballot. Who should that person be? 312-642-5600 is our turnkey.pro answer line. 64636, type in DA, then a quick comment. You look perplexed, Dan.
Well, I mean, we mentioned
yeah.
this rumor last week that had been circulating from a couple of sources. I heard it. You're confirming you've heard it, that there was maybe a Ricketts for Rauner switch in, doing a double switch.
Which
Joe
Ricketts?
Madden going to the mound.
Would it be Peter Ricketts? He'd give up his governorship of Nebraska and move to Illinois?
No, you have to be an Illinois resident, number
Okay.
one. Plus, I think he's doing well enough in Nebraska. I don't know that
No,
he
he's
wants to
doing a great
tackle Illinois. He's actually, I think, from the last polling I saw, he's one of the most popular governors in the country, too. So it's being received well there.
And he's a good guy. He's a gentleman.
And that distinguishes him from Rauner in terms of being popular. Rauner, of course, competing with Connecticut Governor Dan Malloy for the most unpopular governor in the country. So the idea, though, and, it's like it's some pushback from people kind of in the GOP bubble in the state. Like, I don't think that's true. I don't think it's true either. I'm skeptical of it. I can't imagine at this late stage with the money in and well, I mean, just going through everything he's already gone through to get to this point.
Yeah, but I heard that
Why would you walk?
That he knows that he is going to lose because he cannot reunite the Republican Party. They need to find a candidate, or we need to find a candidate, that the conservatives and the moderate Republicans can all rally around. And if not, then there is no choice or chance to win and to beat J.B. Pritzker. But who should that person be? What about Jeannie Ives? If she was offered it, would she take it?
No. I don't know. I mean, at this stage, I mean, you're talking about we're mid-May.
Mm-hmm.
You put whoever, if this were to come to pass, and again, I count myself a skeptic that this has even really seriously been considered, but maybe, I don't know. Stranger things in this state. But you put somebody in a very difficult position with less than 6 months to go before an election. You're kind of going to, I mean, even Ives, after running the primary, she would still be largely introducing herself to a significant percentage of the general election electorate.
Mm-hmm.
So this is no easy feat, and it would create such chaos that
it's already in chaos.
Well, right,
it's already a chaotic situation.
I mean,
he knows he's not going to win.
Yeah.
That's what I heard
Yeah.
from a very reliable source, and he doesn't want to waste any more money. But he is offering to make a financial contribution to whoever does take his spot on the ballot. But how do you go
Really?
about getting yourself off the ballot? If you won the GOP
withdraw.
primary, you just withdraw, and
Yeah.
then who decides? Is it his decision who replaces him?
No, not exactly. The state central committee would decide. The Republican Party state central committee.
Okay.
But obviously the governor is in a position to potentially to orchestrate something like that, and that would, in large measure, I suppose, depend on who would be the backfill. I mean, this is sort of a fun thought experiment or an interesting thought experiment.
No, this is going to make national news because this is going to happen. I am 100% positive.
You think Governor Rauner is going to step down?
Yep.
And he's going to be replaced?
Yep.
100%.
100% sure.
312-642-5600, turnkey.pro answer line, 64636DA, turnkey.pro text line. If Amy is right, who would you like to see replace Rauner as the Republican nominee for governor? I'll take
He's
your calls
stepping
and
down
texts.
for the. I heard he's stepping down for the good of the party
Mm.
because he can't reunite. He can't get back the conservatives, which I think Pat
Stepping
Brady
down for the good of his checkbook.
Well, and I think people who
If he did.
alienated the conservatives, such as Pat Brady with a comment that he made on Channel 9, if he would come forward and apologize and say we want you back, would that work?
No, it doesn't matter. I mean, nobody cares what Pat Brady says. I mean, and nobody's looking for an apology. Don't care. It's like, oh, well, Pat says it's okay to come back into the party now. Who cares? I don't even care about Rauner saying that. The point is that you either chart a course that's unifying or you don't. It's not, kind of the empty rhetoric after the fact from people who have demonstrated that they're either complicit or untruthful, that, now everything's okay or I like you again. Who cares? This is about policies. It's about quality of life here. This is about values
what if he
reflected in the party. And so the issue is chart a course that brings people together, sends signals that I'm going to advance policies that people like me would support. And there are opportunities to do that. He's chosen not to take them, but there are opportunities.
What if Rauner was willing to reverse, make Illinois not a sanctuary state anymore, if he reversed his decision about taxpayer-funded abortions?
Yeah, but he can't unwind that because you would need legislation to do it. And so who's going to put that legislation on his desk? The Democrat-controlled House and Senate? That opportunity is gone. So it's just the same thing as like, say, I'm going to reverse the largest structural tax increase in Illinois history that was moved into law over his veto last year when he played Pontius Pilate on the topic. Now he's saying I'm going to unwind it in my second term. Well, that's what you said. You said it was going to be unwound in your first term, and instead of going down to where it was, back to 3%, now we're at nearly 5%. We're back to Quinn levels, even while it was sunsetting prior to the increase last year. But now you're going to unwind it next go around. Well, you sort of missed your window, and you don't have a legislature that's cooperative. So how are you going to do any of those things? There are things in the opportunity scholarship space with the tax credit scholarships that he could do. Mm-hmm. There are overtures he can make in terms of personnel. There are things that can be done in terms of support for legislative candidates and the like. But his options have really narrowed, and thus these rumors that abound, and I mean that you are much more confident in than